let's get to the tail of the tape for our pay-per-view opener here in the UFC Women's Bantamweight division between Bethe Correia and Irene Aldana. The Mexican Aldana 31, the Brazilian Correia is 35. Aldana 4 inches taller. You see the big weight miss by Correia, who is on the wrong end of the reach equation. 4.5-inch edge for Aldana. All right, to get this pay-per-view party started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Senhoras e senhores do Brasil, bem-vindos! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Jeunesse Arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, for UFC 237, Janeiro versus Andrade. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record, 10 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 141 pounds. Fighting out of Campina Grande, Paraíba, Brazil, Bethe Pitbull Correia! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding a professional record, 9 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 135 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Irene Aldana! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eduardo Herdy.
Eduardo Herdy, our referee. Amazing to look at Irene Aldana as you see Luciana Andrade getting us started. Just to see the physicality and the confidence just looks so different than she did a few years ago when she made her UFC debut in December of 2016.
I mean, right away, John, you noticed it when she was walking how big she made weight yesterday, and the way she fills out, right? She gets big, really strong looking, mean looking, and aggressive, confident. It's a big difference.
And by the way, Bethe Correia forfeits 30% of her fight purse due to that weight miss here a day ago in Rio.
And Bethe is going to have to get close. Bethe was never the fastest striker. She would really try to overwhelm her opponents, and she's definitely going to have to do that tonight against Aldana.
Nemiroff, bold character since 1872. Aldana's fight IQ has improved leaps and bounds. Enters the octagon tonight with a lot of momentum, working off that educated jab.
And that's going to be the thing that she has to use. She has to fight behind that long jab. She's much taller, really big reach advantage. Has to keep Bethe Correia at the end of her punches.
Aldana got a late start in mixed martial arts at 23 years old. No amateur MMA experience. And as many of you know, Bethe Correia fought Ronda Rousey for the title at UFC 190 back in August of 2015. She was also undefeated when she made her UFC debut.
And when Bethe was on her roll, she was able to get in people's face, make the fights ugly, really do a lot of good body work, and it would wear down her opponents. She was getting finishes late and winning decisions. It was, she had a very ideal game plan that she was doing a really good job of following. And right now she's having a difficult time trying to implement that against Aldana.
Nice head movement there by Aldana.
Right now, just the basic 1-2 of Aldana is really doing the trick. That and just moving her feet. Bethe can't get close to her.
Right. Aldana very committed to the footwork. Nice stick there by the right hand. Counter from Correia.
Nice 2-5 by Aldana. She mixes up the 1-2 down the middle, very well like lasers. And then the second she throws that 2, she comes with the 5 up the middle in case you try to duck or slip the 2. I mean, it's a good punch combination to mix up and keep Bethe guessing.
Two minutes, less than now to go here in round 1. Irene Aldana representing Team Lobo in Mexico. Her head coach, the father of Alexa Grasso, Francisco Grasso.
Yes, and you see in that Alexa Grasso and Irene Aldana, they both have very, very good, crisp striking techniques. Very educated, fights behind the jab, really good boxing approach to mixed martial arts.
This is another situation, Rose versus Jessica Andrade, where you're seeing the stature difference. The shorter, more powerful, perceivably, in Bethe versus the taller, longer fighter in Aldana. I mean, this is how these fights have to go when you're looking at the different height ranges. And right now, Bethe Correia needs to figure out a way past the 1-2 of Aldana in order to get in the pocket.
This is what she has to do, right?
There it is.
This is what Bethe has to do. She has to kind of get it a little dirty here.
Yep.
She's got to find a way to get inside.
I mean, being a short guy, DC, you have to deal with the stature problem. What do?
Sometimes you got to get hit a little bit, man. You got to be willing to go through the fire to get to where you need to be. But it also helps to have some quick twitch actions. You know, you can't be slow. You got to be able to move your head and close the distance pretty quick. And also wrestling, having the ability to take people down allows me to do a lot of things that most people can't do.
All right, so what's Bethe got to do then, DC?
She's got to just make it dirty like this. She's got to be going forward, pressing, and getting in her face.
Oh, and that's the problem, is you see in Aldana mix in different punches. The second Bethe starts to slip past the 1-2, she starts firing uppercuts up the middle. So it takes away the head movement of Bethe, keeps her into a box, and then she's stuck eating 1-2s all night.
But that's what she's doing, right? If she stays on the outside, she's getting beat with the 1-2. If she goes in to take the damage, if she gets through it, then she can try to land. Like that, the left hook.
The left hook's there, but so is the uppercut for Aldana, and that's
a couple big right hands from Aldana.
Aldana's tagging her, man.
Fast hands for Irene. 5 minutes in the can.
Sit down.
Bethe. Tá entrando isolado, tem que fazer.
Your shots are isolated. You have to feint. She's checking it.
Olha só, é cabeça no corpo, tem que combinar.
Head and body. You gotta throw combos to kick. You're not kicking at all. You gotta feint the jab and circle her.
Respira fundo.
Breathe deep.
Tem mais água? Ya viste que trata de agarrar tus piernas, ya viste que trata de ir por el body lock back. Eso es su plan de pelea. Por lo visto es eso, tirar dos tempolados y después ir por el body lock, ¿ok? O tratar de derribar, lo está haciendo increíble. Seguimos igual hasta que...
You do the same thing. Okay, you're fainting, you're doing well. You want water?
Camila Oliveira telling us it is round 2 of a possible 3. Bethe Correia has the better strength of schedule, but among the more interesting numbers, at least in terms of a discrepancy, finishing rate 78% for Irene Aldana, just 20% for Bethe Correia, 2 finishes in her 10 career wins. All right, round 2 now. Aldana in the all black, Bethe Correia in the black with yellow.
And there you go. When you're a shorter fighter, you start kicking first and then follow your kicks with your hands, and it makes you just a little longer. Now, instead of that jab and that jab cross of Aldana being useful, that'll take that away if you're Bethe Correia. But she's not going back to the kicks at all. She just there it is. That's what she's got to do.
You heard her coach, Adelson Silva, telling her that. You got to go for it. You got to get some kicks on you. You got to push the fight, or you're going to just be at range getting picked apart. The one thing I wish Aldana would do is maybe throw that right hand a little bit straighter. It looks like it's shoveling up every time when she follows it with the 1-2. Watch how she's throwing the 1-2. The right hand isn't just straight up the pipe. It's kind of going in an up action. All of her punches are wrapping up towards Bethe.
Ooh!
That one she turned over.
And Correia has started to land. She's pulled ahead unofficially, at least in terms of the significant strikes landed. Aldana seems to respect the power coming back her way.
She's touching her, but Bethe is landing the ones that kind of are harder.
Look at that. Force Aldana to cover up. So perhaps a little momentum early round 2 here for Bethe Correia. And now Aldana Dom mixing it up a little bit, going leg going low with the kicks.
Yeah, what I also like about Aldana is the way that she's throwing that 1-2 is it stays laser straight, and then all of a sudden she does switch it. She turns her knuckles towards the ground and she shovels it upwards like an uppercut, and it looks like a straight coming, but when Bethe goes to slip, it scoops her head up like an uppercut. And it's just a little switch up to keep Bethe from being able to slip off the 1-2s.
Bethe is doing a better job now because she's throwing kicks. She's throwing, oh, nice overhand right by Correia.
Nice right cross there from Aldana.
Big right hand. Bethe throws that right hand very sharp. There it is. That's her best punch, and now she's starting to get the range. It's almost like the more Aldana hits her, she finds her range by getting hit. She puts her forehead down and lets Aldana hit her in the top of the head, and there it is.
But again, willing to go through the fire to try to get her hands on her, and she's being more successful there because Aldana's doing a really weird thing. She's jabbing and pulling back out with her chin up in the air.
A lot of movement and motion from Irene Aldana, but a little bit inefficient on the feet unofficially. 28 of 128 in terms of the total strikes. She's already missed 100 times.
Well, the issue for Aldana is she's not really changing the look at all. It's literally been 1-2s and jab uppercut the whole time. So now Bethe has been able to make some corrections to her style, tag the leg a little bit, make some adjustments, go to the body, fire the overhand right and pressure. And that's taken away some of the same weapons that Aldana's using because Bethe has made adjustments and Aldana's using the exact same game plan as round one.
And nothing to this point has been so devastating that it's caused Bethe to think twice about pursuing her. She needs to sit down on something. It's not just point fighting.
Right.
She's got to really sit down and make her respect her power.
Good point, champ. Maybe that right hand will help. Under 90 to go here, round two.
Part of the reason Aldana's losing is she's stepping. Every time she throws, she's moving her feet. You can see she's never set. She's always moving forward or back as she's punching, and it's just taking some of the sting off.
Bethe is fighting a much better round in the second round. Oh, she hurt her with the right hand.
Correia gains the clinch. Minute to go in round two. We'll see if she tries to take Aldana down.
Oh, Bethe is driving that left knee inside. Oh, you look at the difference in the physicality.
That's what happens if you're a little bit heavier. There's a reason we have weight classes. I mean, a little bit of weight does make a difference.
I knew that was coming.
Facts.
Dom's like, yeah, it just makes sense that she would be stronger. She missed weight by 6 pounds.
Correia drops down, comes up, lands the right hand. Pretty big second round thus far for the plus 325 dog, Bethe Pitbull Correia. Not a bad entry, but Correia unable to take Aldana down.
Oh my goodness, that's what Aldana needs. Combinations in the pocket just like that.
She sat down on those.
Big exchange here. Bethe driving forward, lands the right hand, and Aldana also, boom, left uppercut. It's kind of like a 5 and a big leg kick by Bethe. That hurts. Here's another exchange, both of them trading, just trying to get it in the pocket, and here's the end of the round right here. 2-5, 2, 2-5. I mean, beautiful. Good combos. That's the combination that Aldana needs to keep firing in the pocket. 5-6 punches at a time.
She's doing well in the clinch. You got to be careful with her knees. Throw it down on her body and then the head. You got to feint, hook, cross, throw the leg. Please, listen to me. When she's right here, throw the hook. Last round, it's all you. You're winning. Keep your hands up, please. She's checking your head.
The great Jenny Andrade getting us started here for this third and final round between two of the top 13 in the UFC Women's Bantamweight division. Irene Aldana, her corner urgent after round two. And Bethe Correia.
That's another thing that would benefit Aldana a lot, is if she kicked more. She starts to mix up those kicks after all the strikes in the head, the punches that she's landed. It would really benefit her against Bethe.
I think another thing that I'd like to see Aldana do is start going to the body more. Maybe twos and then start ripping that liver shot, because Correia doesn't care about getting punched in the head, clearly. Start going to the body.
That one hurt her a little bit. She didn't like that one. That right hand did not, she did not like that one.
Oh, they sting. They sting.
Oh, another one. She's landed clean on Bethe now.
Nice counter by Correia, but Aldana coming out strong here a minute into round 3. Ooh, left hand lands flush for Correia. Some very good striking exchanges in the fight. Counter right is there for Correia yet again. 3.5 minutes now to go. Some interesting numbers, all of them unofficial, but in terms of the significant strikes landed, 72-50 thus far for Bethe Correia. DC is not our punch counter tonight.
It's every time though. Like I got in trouble for this before, so I'm trying not to say anything about the punch count, but it's a weird deal how they register. I mean, all these punches that they're both landing very well, and they're both being efficient, but I don't understand how these aren't significant. Not enough power, like what? And Bethe's doing a good job, though. Bethe's doing a good job. I don't disagree.
Oh! Significant strike. Anything landed at distance, it does not include jabs, so Aldana not getting credit for those.
Okay.
Nice 1-2 from Correia, partially blocked by Aldana.
Correia's fighting good now. She's making it ugly. It's a dirty, ugly fight, and she's landing and winning.
Big right hand by Aldana there. Bethe did a great job in the second and now this third round, just adjusting to taking the heat, taking the punches, and being able to get in there to be able to land her own significant strikes. And she's taking some damage on her way in, like you said, DC, but she's landing more significant because of it.
Yes, and she's landing with the big power shots. She's landing the shots that make you go, oh, big shot, big shot. But she's having to take them too. Nice combination by Aldana. Good defense by Aldana. Oh, she gave her back. Aldana's gonna fall over the top though here. She's gonna fall over the top.
Aldana trying to go belly down, and there's the tap.
She got it.
Irene Aldana by submission.
She must have hit her with something clean on the way in, because she was busted up bad at that point.
So that will silence the masses here in Rio. Irene Aldana taking the judges out of the equation. The belly down armbar to submit Bethe Correia. This fight replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
I mean, right here, look, Bethe shoots this shot. She must have hit her head on the knee, but Aldana with great takedown defense, just shoving the head away. I thought she was gonna fall over the top here. Right here, it looks like she's losing position, but instead she's attacking the arm. Great transition by Irene Aldana right away, knowing I'm falling over, let me attack this time. But look, also had the triangle there. Belly down armbar, all of her weight on top of Correia. Correia had no choice but to tap. I mean, what a fantastic fight by both of these women. Great job by Irene Aldana to go and take the judges out of what would be a very, very difficult decision.
Looked like maybe there was a tap before she went belly down, but it will go into the books as a big submission win for Irene Aldana. Third consecutive triumph inside the octagon. The official decision brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Catch all the action with Metro by T-Mobile. Get knockout coverage on a network that rivals the big guys for way less. Here with that official decision, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eduardo Hurdy has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Irene Aldana.
All right, I am here with your winner, Irene Aldana. Congratulations. What an outstanding fight. 3 consecutive wins. Overall thoughts on this performance here tonight against Bethe Correia?
Foi uma luta excelente, está com 3 vitórias seguidas. O que você achou da luta?
Wow, I was really nervous to be in Brazil because I know the crowd will be against me, but people have been very nice to me, very supportive, very warm. Thank you very much. Obrigado, Brasil. Happy Mother's Day in Mexico. Feliz Día de las Madres de mi mamá. And thanks to my coach, Pancho, Yuri, Hugo, por estar aquí. Gracias a mi equipo Lobo Gym. Y estoy feliz de tener, I'm happy to win my 3rd victory in a row.
Eu estava muito nervosa para vir para o Brasil, eu sabia que o público ia estar do lado dela, mas o povo foi muito legal comigo essa semana, então obrigado, Brasil. E foi uma luta dura, e é isso.
I know you competed in Belém, Brazil in your 4th pro fight. Now that this fight is in the books, how did it feel coming back here? Because you look pretty good.
Você lutou em Belém e agora voltou aqui. Como é que é voltar para o Brasil para lutar?
Yes, it was a really challenge for me to fight in Brazil because my last experience in Brazil was hard. It was really, really hard. But I learned and I accomplished that I defeat the fear and I'm ready to move on.
Foi um desafio para mim porque minha última experiência no Brasil foi muito, muito dura, mas eu venci, então é isso que importa.
Your boxing, your footwork was sharp as usual. We're going to take a look at the finish. You went to the armbar, ultimately belly down there at the end and got the submission.
O seu boxe estava muito bom, a movimentação dos pés, e no final vamos ver o replay, você foi naquela chave de braço.
Yeah, I'm well known for my boxing and my striking, and I'm glad that I show a little of my jiu-jitsu here. I would love to show a little more of my striking. Like I said, I was nervous, and I need to lose a little more. I hope to make it in my next fights, but I'm glad that I get the victory by armor.
Eu sou conhecida pelo meu boxe, pela minha trocação, então foi bom mostrar o meu jiu-jitsu, mas eu quero mostrar mais da minha trocação. Eu estava um pouco nervosa, mas eu quero mostrar mais para vocês.
Congratulations, likely puts you in position to challenge someone in the top 10. Your winner, how about it? Irene Aldana.